Hi, people. Sorry, it's been a really long time since we last came on the podcast because all of my comedians on the panel are pretending that their careers are going really well. So I have not been able to get them all together at one time. So today we just decided to do a gentle chat on what we have seen on OTT platforms and what we think you should see. And you all can please jump in with your comments and what you all have seen. And it's just going to be a general chat. So let me start by introducing my panel. All right. So here is Sankalp Rastogi.
Hello.
Sankalp, okay, Sankalp, tell us a bit about yourself.
Okay. I'm a stand-up comedian and a writer, and side by side, I do a lot of voiceover work because that's mainly what I have been doing for the last 10 years. Currently, I'm a reality show writer. I've joined this company called RVF, which works on different reality shows, and I'm a part of DID Little Masters writing team currently.
Okay, so that's
Yeah.
Sankalp, and he's going to give us juicy tidbits about reality shows, or maybe not. Okay, next we have Abbas Moment.
Hello,
Abbas
hello,
Moment.
hello.
Yes, yes, listen to that
Yes.
voice. Tell us a bit about yourself, Abbas, for those who don't know you.
Same thing as Sankalp, only I am not writing a reality show right now. I've been doing stand up and podcasts and this and that. I was till very recently employed by a TV channel, which I realized was not my cup of tea,
Nice.
literally cup of tea.
You've already left. You
So
have
yeah,
already
yeah.
left.
Like I think my notice period got over this week. So last week actually, yeah. So yes, right now I'm between jobs.
Excellent. So everybody here is employable. And next up we have Hi Pooja.
Hi, what's up?
What's up? Okay, Pooja, tell us a bit about yourself.
I'm a corporate lawyer by day, and I'm a improviser, stand-up comedian by night, and I'm anxious by the hour.
Oh
Nice.
wow, nice one.
Yeah, so the Pooja has a job. She need not be employed. And finally, we have Ashutosh from Yogi's UP. Hi, Ashu. How are you doing?
Yeah, I just live like my biggest achievement is I just live 5 kilometers away from Yogi's residence.
Tell us a bit about yourself, Ashu.
Yeah, so I am in IT, software engineering. I tried some improvisation comedy 4 5 years back, and then got married and started a job.
Okay.
It seems like those two are connected.
Yes.
They are, they are.
All right.
Yeah.
So let's get the ball rolling. I am going to bore you all about Ozark sometime down the show, which I think is the best series I have watched in recent times. But let's start with Sankalp. Sankalp, give us an idea of a show you watched which you really think we should watch, or give us an idea of something you've watched and you think it's horrible.
Okay, for me, it's always Breaking Bad or Mad Men. I mean, these are the only two shows I would recommend to anybody. But let's talk about Indian web series. If we had to discuss Indian web series, I think the last good web series I saw was Patal Lok.
Hmm.
I
Okay.
think Patal Lok was really well made, though a little convoluted, which I feel is a problem with a lot of web series. They don't try to keep it simple. They have to make it convoluted. They have to add a lot of characters, a lot of side tracks, which have no culminations as such, but they have to introduce. So Patal Lok 2 was a victim of this, but still I'd say Patal Lok scores like way above than many other web series we've seen so far. I think after Sacred Games, Patal Lok was a good web series. I haven't seen Tabbar or Andekhi. I think they are very well talked about. I mean, लोग उनके बारे में बहुत बोलते हैं. Abbas, have you seen Tabbar or Andekhi or Gullak? Any of these?
Gullak I've seen. I haven't seen the other two.
Okay, they are on Sony Live. So the problem is वो Sony Live
Yeah.
जहाँ पे है ना, यूजर इंटरफेस उसका इतना ऐसा है कि मतलब देखने का मन नहीं करता.
Why? I've not used Sony Live, but why?
Yeah, but you have to use Sony Live to know what I'm talking about.
So
So what?
just to give you, I'll tell you what, Kajol. So after you press the back button, it actually goes back 10 seconds after you press the button. So it's that. तो आप मेजर करो, आपको 10 सेकंड पहले बैक दबाना पड़ेगा कि हाँ अब वापस जाए.
It's trust me. Once you've used
and
Netflix,
skip intro will skip after the intro is played fully.
so yeah. once you've been on Netflix, you can't go back.
Okay. Actually,
Netflix
that's
की
true.
कचरा series भी आप देख लोगे. It's that good.
हाँ, true.
Okay. Let's move. By the way, everyone can just join in whenever you like. It's just a general discussion. Okay. Let's move to Abbas. Abbas, what about you?
Uh so I'll give a very quick take on what I thought of Gullak that Sankalp mentioned. So it's a TVF series, and it's supposed to be set in this. I don't think they named the town, but it's a very fairly innocuous North Indian town,
Yeah.
and they
I
are
like.
what they are trying to do is they are trying to bring back like a throwback to early 90s Doordarshan shows, okay, where everything was very down to earth, and there was no like today we talk about Succession and all this, matlab वैसा कुछ भी नहीं है. It's just a middle class family and their everyday troubles in every episode. It's a good enough show, but I thought they're trying too hard, which I thought is a thing that, like, no offense to them, but I think this is a problem with TVF across the board, that they are trying
Exactly.
too hard to reach
Too hard. Every character has to
their
have a one-liner. Every character has to come up with a
yeah
joke,
yeah
to come
yeah
up with a comeback. Otherwise, they are not human beings. Like that's
huh.
their unwritten
Hey,
You
but
rule.
know, and
what
like
else?
I can almost imagine, like, one of so in the family there is one elder brother and one younger brother, and the elder brother, I think I've seen him somewhere roaming around in Azad Nagar, but in this show it's like they matlab I can always almost imagine that after the audition they were like, can you turn the North Indian accent up to 11, like matlab, you know. So
Yeah, yeah.
it's like he's doing a North Indian accent, but I'm like, नहीं नहीं, तूने कैफे कॉफी डे में तेरी कॉफी पी पी के वो accent चला गया है, तू अब वापस लाने की कोशिश कर रहा है, you know.
But in fact,
But
Ouch.
हाँ.
sorry, yeah, go on.
No, so that's my broad take. It's a watchable show. I think Gitanjali Kulkarni is quite good in that. She plays the mother, and
Yeah,
there are points where it's like how in a patriarchal North Indian house the mother has to do everything. So those kind of things are good. Uh, Apart from that, I think the last Indian web series I saw was this show. And tell me if any of you have even heard of this. It was called The Great Indian Murder. Did anybody of you see it or hear of it?
No.
it's on Hotstar, I guess.
It's on Hotstar, yes. So
Uh,
Sankalp, I can imagine, because he's keyed into the web series scene, he has heard of it, but baki kisi ne bhi nahi suna hai. So it's
okay,
actually based on a novel by Vikas Swarup called Six Suspects. Okay, Vikas
okay.
Swarup also wrote Q&A, on which Slumdog Millionaire was based. All right,
Oh.
but this particular series, it's a 10 episode series, and the novel is really good. I've read the novel. It's the Great Indian Murder, Arki. What murder? The
Archie,
Great.
Archie works. Archie is an autopsy doctor. Okay, so he wants to know
Oh,
what
okay. So that was the last show I saw, and I'm sorry to say, but 10, like Sankalp said, right? There are some shows where you think 10 episodes ki zarurat nahi thi. You could have wrapped
Yeah.
this up in like 5 episodes, or at the most 3 or 4 episodes. So quite disappointing that way. The last show I saw that I'm actually liking is a show. I'm not making any like koi naya show nahi hai, like Ted Lasso, which has been quite popular in a lot. It's won a lot of awards also. I am in the middle of the second season right now. I saw the first season. It's watchable. It's funny. It's very like feel good type of a show. So that's the one show which I'm kind of enjoying. Though it's nothing like memorable or as such, but nice comfort watch.
Okay.
So yes.
Okay. Before I cut to Pooja and Ashutosh, let's take this comment. Sunita's like fame game is good.
Oh,
Now,
can of
Oh,
worms.
Sunita, please go to our last live stream.
no, so how many of us have seen? How many of us have seen Fame Game? Just give me your hands. Okay. Ashu has not seen it.
But
No, I
Ka-
am not.
वो
Kajal, can
माधुरी
I
वाला
just
ना
say that?
हाँ,
हाँ,
Madhuri.
I was just saying that the job that I left, part of my job was to watch all Indian web series, and I think that is part of the reason why I quit. Whereas like अब और नहीं होगा मुझसे.
Me
Okay,
after Fame Game. Sorry, yeah, please.
I saw Fame Game.
Yeah.
I kind of liked it because Madhuri was amazing. Okay. But otherwise, it's like every trope about Bollywood shoved into a series.
Exactly. They have to use each and every angle. उसमें सब कुछ आएगा. उसमें homosexuality भी आएगा. उसमें सेम सेक्स मैरिज भी आएगा, उसमें एक्सप्लॉयटेशन भी आएगा, उसमें डिप्रेशन भी आएगा, उसमें फेम भी आएगा, एवरीथिंग रोल्ड इनटू वन. लाइक what I feel is अगर आपको फेम गेम बनाना, plus the biggest turn off for that from that web series was Madhuri's track. Like, so Madhuri is one person who was a child and then she was sort of led by this older man into the world of entertainment with the help of her mother. So these two sort of exploit her and get her to work in many films. And that was the track of Bhumika. ठीक है, वो
Okay.
श्याम बेनेगल की फिल्म है भूमिका. वो सेम वही स्टोरी थी जो उन्होंने लेके माधुरी का ट्रैक यहाँ पे बना दिया फेम गेम में. चलो वो भी ठीक है, मगर अदरवाइज आई फील इतने सारे ट्रैक्स डाल के भी कोई मतलब नहीं था जरूरी जो स्टोरी में निकला, और इतने सारे एपिसोड बनाने की जरूरत नहीं थी. द फर्स्ट, if you remember the first episode ends with Madhuri receiving a food plate and saying that कब तक रखोगे मुझे यहाँ. अरे नाउ लेटर ऑन यू गेट टू नो दैट इसने ही अपना किडनैप खुद प्लॉट कराया था. तो सीन का मतलब क्या था?
वो स्पॉइलर अलर्ट.
Spoiler
संकल्प.
alert.
किसने पूछा था? Somebody asked, has anyone seen Fame Game? Now you've also seen Fame Game.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Spoiler alert. Guys, this is nothing irritating.
नहीं, यहाँ पर
And
मैं
my
एक-
problem with
हाँ, बोलो पूजा, then Ashu.
Yeah, so I'll tell you my problem with Fame Game. I had many problems, but it was so irrelevant, the show itself, that I don't remember it anymore. But the one thing I'll never forget. But the one thing I'll never forget is Zabardasti ka last mein cliffhanger, so that there can be a second season.
Second part,
It could
yeah.
have wrapped up. खत्म कर सकते थे, पर नहीं, जबरदस्ती twist. Here you go, season 2.
And
Unnecessary.
I'd love to discuss that, but we'd like to keep something for the people who Sankalp hasn't spoiled it all for.
With folded hands, I apologize.
What were you saying, Ashu?
Fame Game was on Netflix.
Yes.
Yes.
Is on Netflix. नया
Yeah.
नहीं आता है.
तो एक प्रॉब्लम जो मतलब मुझे नेटफ्लिक्स के काफी शोज में दिखती है कि वो चीजों को काफी ज्यादा खींच देते हैं, जो 2 या 3 एपिसोड में हो सकती थी वो 10 एपिसोड में आ जाती है. सो जैसे उनकी डॉक्यूमेंट्रीज जो है, लाइक मेनी ऑफ देयर क्राइम डॉक्यूमेंट्रीज, सो वो एक पेज के ऊपर स्कैन, मतलब कैमरा ऐसे जा रहा है, वो 2 मिनट तक जा रहा है, खाली हम लोग उसी को रीड कर रहे हैं. जैसे कुछ काफी डॉक्यूमेंट्रीज उनकी अलग की 1-2 एपिसोड में खत्म हो सकती थी, उन्होंने 10-10 एपिसोड तक खींची है. और तो मतलब नेटफ्लिक्स का मुझे लगता है ये प्रॉब्लम है थोड़ी सी.
Okay.
But why do you think? Why do you guys think that is? Matlab, is it cheaper to make a series than a movie? What is the reason?
Good.
Sankalp, as an insider, this is my question to you.
Insider भी यहाँ बैठा होते थे. Yeah, sorry. Tell me.
So is it because we are now accustomed to binge, that if you advertise it as a movie, people will not watch it, but if you advertise it as a series, people are more prone to watch it? That's why you like khichofy the story.
Yeah, I feel after the pandemic, it's pretty clear. Even during the pandemic, it was clear that now since the theaters are closed, you've got to enter the OTT space. And after RRR and KGF, I think it's pretty clear, or even Gangubai, it's pretty clear that if you are making something grand, people will go to the theaters. Otherwise, if you are making a drama, I don't think it's a big crowd puller for people. That's what my take home is. Like, you'd rather watch it on a web platform.
Okay. Now, one second. I want to address this. Ashish Deshpande wants to know that has anyone watched Bobby Deol? Ashram.
Baba.
Has everyone watched Ashram here? Because I love the series. I loved it. I can't wait. Both.
A bit like I have seen it with like 2-3 episodes, but then it just got repetitive and I could not take it further.
Then Ashutosh remembered he has a life. So it's like,
I hope you are watching new episodes. I mean,
So
वही
that-
same episodes नहीं देख रहे थे.
क्या चीज?
You are saying ना repetitive हो गया. मुझे लगा था same episodes नहीं देख रहे थे. I hope.
नहीं वो उस पे भी एक पॉइंट है, लेकिन पहले का इसकी प्रोडक्शन क्वालिटी इतनी घटिया है. सो हाँ, मतलब कि यू विल सी दैट ओके इट्स अ ग्रीन स्क्रीन, और मतलब जबरदस्ती वहां सामान लेकर आके रख दिया गया है कि खाली वहां पर कुछ कराने के लिए. जैसे इमरान हाशमी,
हाँ, sorry, please carry on.
इमरान हाशमी की पहली पिक्चर थी, मुझे नाम नहीं याद आ रहा है, महेश भट्ट के साथ ही थी. तो उसमें वो गोली मारता है तो बंदा गिरता है, तो खाली उसी के ऊपर बारिश हो रही है, बाकी पूरी रोड पे बारिश नहीं हो रही है.
इमरान हाशमी की पहली पिक्चर मतलब 2002-2003 वो टाइम का सीजी।
फुटपाथ थी ना उसकी पहली फिल्म।
हाँ, फुटपाथ। सो ऐसे ही आश्रम मतलब कि वो सीन चल रहा है, ऐसे लग रहा है बगल में कोई आकर आगे निकल गया, उसके आगे से कुछ सोचा नहीं है, मतलब देख के मन खराब हो गया और कुछ नहीं।
Okay, I loved Ashram. Okay, maybe I was just besotted with Bobby. I thought Bobby did a fabulous job in Ashram. Is no one agreeing with me?
I think Bobby Deol
I
beard में
haven't
hot
seen it.
है.
I saw his movie Love Hostel on Z5, and that's also not a bad film. It was quite watchable. So Bobby plays this ruthless killer, and I could just like he's basically playing Terminator. So if you're into a bearded Bobby Deol just shooting people randomly, if that gets you off, please watch Love Hostel on Z5.
Why is it called Love Hostel? Because the name put me
So
off.
because I'll tell you why. This is also something I recently realized. All the people in Ashutosh's state, people who marry intercaste marriages, interreligious marriages, uh, when they go to the court to ask them for safety because now their families are behind them, the court actually provides them these shelters to live in. So those places are called love hostels. They're like, it's a
Oh,
colloquial term. So it's essentially intercaste, interreligious horny couples living under one roof.
Wow.
So
okay.
it's a very interesting premise. The film does not live up to that premise, but it's quite an interesting subject to watch the movie on. And Bobby Deol is the hired gun to kill the Muslim boy who marries this Thakur girl in the movie. So
Okay.
yes.
Tarun Kaushik is jumping around. Why is no one thinking of Class 83 instead of Ashram? What is
So
this?
Class of 83 is also a Netflix movie which starred Bobby Deol. Not to be confused with 83, which is Ranveer Singh playing Kapil Dev.
Yes, 83 को दूर रखते हैं and Class of 83 की बात नहीं करते हैं.
But why? I mean, I want to know. What is wrong with Class of
Class
83?
of 83 is like the worst cop movie I have ever seen. Worst movie in a long time.
From which year is it?
यार नहीं 83 की तो नहीं है.
2019 I think. 2018 or 2019.
पैंडेमिक के बीच में ही आई थी वो. It was produced by
अच्छा,
शाहरुख.
अच्छा,
और probably
Oh,
पैंडेमिक थोड़ा
okay.
पहले ही आई थी. It was produced by Red Chillies या probably purchased by Red Chillies. बनने के बाद वो होता है ना कि यार एक प्रोड्यूसर चाहिए तो नाम दे दिया, वैसा टाइप का था. But the movie was horrendous यार, बहुत ही बुरी थी. So it was
By
about
the way,
I don't know
guys,
what these shows and movies. Sorry, go on.
Love
Okay,
Hostel.
Love Hostel sounds like those Brazil stuff. And Bobby Deol on top of that. I would rather watch Bichu and get stung and die. All right, Arki, that is noted. No, but what is so bad about Class of 83? Just to wrap
Okay,
up.
so Class of 83 is basically a cop drama. It shows Bobby Deol as the head of a police training academy, and he spots these four very notorious kind of guys, you know, who are like a Sholay. He's the Thakur, and he sees Jai Viru. He sees a spark in them, and he knows that they can be used for some good. And as the movie progresses, he gets to know that there is this big Don who has come to Mumbai, and this is the time to redeem myself. So he takes the help of these four people and goes and just kills the Don and comes back. Like, wow. It's like
ये तो
it's that-
शोले का ही प्लॉट है यार, सिर्फ 2 जगह की जगह 4
and they've sold it as a true story. Probably it was, but it's shown in a very shoddy manner. I mean, you have to see it to believe what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm just
Yeah.
really
I think Pooja had a
fascinated because
point.
the last. Yeah, I'm really fascinated. I didn't know of these movies and shows featuring Bobby Deol because the last content that I saw of Bobby Deol was him DJing at a party. So I haven't moved on from that.
You all have not
Yeah,
seen
so that
Bobby
was
Deol in our
Bobby Deol has spoken about that also, about that DJing gig. So he wasn't a DJ at the party. So somebody just told him that, you know, come to my party and just stay there for some time. He came and he left. And that guy had sold this party as that Bobby Deol यहाँ पर DJ होने वाला है, तो आप लोग आइएगा. And he sold the
But
tickets.
weren't there pictures of him
Yeah, there were
DJing?
pictures. So he was just there. He was just there. He was told that यहाँ पे आ जाना and DJ के साथ खड़े हो जाना and we'll just sort of wave and blah blah blah.
अब अगर नहीं हो बजा तो यही लगेगा ना उसी ने बजाया है.
हाँ, तो फिर वो सारी रात वो गुप्त के गाने चलाता रहा and people were like, what the hell? इसका मतलब कोई और गाना भी तो चला. And by the time Bobby Deol had left, and next day he got to know that मेरे नाम पे उसने tickets बेची हैं and अब लोग मुझे गाली दे रहे हैं. So and in fact Bobby Deol also told this very funny joke. कहता है अब मेरे सारे दोस्त मुझे कहते हैं डीजे वाले बॉबी मेरा गाना बजा दे.
Now let me come to Pooja. Pooja, what about you? What series have you watched? What do you recommend? Not recommend.
Okay, so 90% of my OTT consumption is just rewatch of my favorite shows because I refuse to move on from watching my comfort shows to trying something new and being disappointed. I'm trying to change that. So as far as rewatch value is concerned, I have the classics: The Office, Parks and Recreation, Fleabag, Gossip Girl. Gossip Girl is just my guilty pleasure. I know it sucks, but it is so bad that it is good. Okay,
What is it
and
about? I've
New
not
Girl.
seen it.
So these are Gossip Girl. Oh my god. Okay.
You haven't heard of Gossip Girl? Seriously? Oh,
You have to watch it. Okay, Gossip Girl is from early 2000s. Okay, it's a group of very rich Upper East Siders from New York
Bitchy
who are
kind of
living their best life. Yeah, they're living their best life, but there is this one anonymous website called Gossip Girl which keeps posting gossip and creating havoc in their lives. That's basically that.
Yeah.
So there are 6 seasons trying to figure out who is Gossip Girl.
It's a
It's
super hit.
It's super hit because the music is great, the fashion is great, the performances are okay, not bad. You see the rich lives of New York teenagers, right? Itna paisa usme protagonist, she doesn't want to talk to her friends, so she throws her phone away in the garbage. That's how rich she is. So yeah, so it's guilty pleasure. I mean, I know what happens, I know every dialogue, but dil khush ho jata hai. So these are the rewatch value shows. And in terms of new shows that I'm trying to watch or have watched recently, from the foreign content, I would say I'm right now watching Community, which is a sitcom about a group of students at a community college. And that's that. I don't want to say anything else. And it's great because sitcom. And then I am also watching Severance on Apple TV, which is brilliant, but it takes a toll on my watching capacity because it's too close to home. So Severance is basically this, it's not a spoiler. So it's a show where people working in an organization have voluntarily chosen to get a medical procedure done by which they have separated their personal and professional lives.
Okay.
So when they leave the office floor, they are someone else. They have a personal life. But when they come back to the office floor, they will know only the people in the office and they'll not remember anything outside.
Interesting.
Yes.
So it's kind of like and because I'm trying to live 2 lives, so it gets to me very easily. So that, but it's a great show. And what else? What are the Indian shows? Okay, the Indian shows. Family Man, lovely.
Yes. Fantastic.
And Sacred Games, of course. Patal Lok.
Sacred Games, we're going to discuss because we have an issue with it.
Patal Lok, it's already been mentioned. Of late, what I liked was Human with Shefali Shah and Kirti Kulhari.
Yes.
It was called Human, right? Yeah. It was very hard hitting that way. And medical drama about unauthorized drug trials being undertaken on humans. That's what the show is about. And I have one guilty pleasure show from Indian OTT, Bandish Bandits.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It was a decent show.
was
Again, I thought just stretched far too long.
Yeah.
I like the song. मेरे को वो
Yeah,
गाना
so
बहुत
it's a
अच्छा
Prime Video and हाँ मुझे music के लिए and because I grew up in Rajasthan, so it has a lot of like homesickness, but in a good way feeling. So Bandish Bandit. So those are my.
Okay.
That's my
Has
universe of OTT.
anybody seen the recent show Mai? Can we talk about that?
I have not seen it. I believe it's good.
Not yet.
I
Oh,
like,
it's not.
yeah, yeah, I have
I
seen it.
आशुतोष
Yeah.
आशुतोष कुछ बोलते बोलते रह गया.
हाँ, बोल
No,
आशुतोष.
I have seen it, but yeah, like not many people have seen it. So this also has like that last time cliffhanger. So do not want to spoil.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, please don't spoil it.
but
Okay.
did you like it?
Yeah. So like this general like a general person getting revenge on everything, and
हाँ.
how can she plan? So like I like those type of stories. So, like how a normal man can or woman in this case can
Who
take
who
revenge
do
on
you
everything.
want to take revenge on, Ashutosh?
Exactly.
There is a guy in Nagpur. If you know anyone in that, just tell me.
But I felt Mai में भी एक बहुत बड़ा problem है, बिना बात में खींचा हुआ है. Like
Huh,
it's spread over 6-7 episodes, I guess, or 8 episodes. How many?
I think it was 8.
8 episodes, and I think
I
it
think
would.
that's the thing. संकल्प तेरे को अभी याद भी नहीं कितने एपिसोड है, तो उनका वो पॉइंट वही है कि एक
मैंने
साथ ऐसे 6-7
हाँ
एपिसोड भर दो ताकि वो देखता ही रहे
और
जो
मैंने
भी देख
जानबूझ
रहा
के
है.
सारे देखे क्योंकि मुझे बस एंड तक पहुंचना था. नहीं, नॉट इवन एंडिंग. मुझे बीच का शो भी बहुत काफी खराब लगा. आई थिंक माई कुड हैव बीन अ शॉर्ट फिल्म, लाइक 1 घंटे की फिल्म हो सकती थी. आई एम सीरियस. माई कुड.
People are asking for no spoilers, huh? So don't give
That's
any
the
spoilers.
that's a scathing critique, huh? Sankalp saying this 7-episode series could have been a short film.
Yeah, seriously. Because it's a normal friends drama, but it's spread over again with so many characters and so many subplots and plots which do not excite you or do not make you want to know what's happening in their lives or what happened to that plot. 6 episodes. Thank you, Tarun
Episodes,
Kaushik. Yeah, but those 6 episodes could easily have been shortened.
Okay.
Kajal, can
Tarun
I ask
Kaushik
you a question?
comes
Are
off
you
gently.
like
Tarun says, okay, this is interesting. Tarun says, I watched Satya yesterday, like only yesterday, as he seen Satya. I'm glad you did see it.
and he was surprised.
To see
You're
Shefali.
surprised to see Shefali Shah. Okay, this is Tarun.
Back then she was Shefali Chhaya Tarun.
Trust me,
Yes.
this personally pisses me off. This pisses me off when people say that उन्होंने Satya नहीं देखी.
Abbas, you were saying something.
I was saying, are you open for like super chats and stuff? I saw somebody pay like $394.
I know,
Guys,
we've got a super
so why
chat.
aren't we pimping this? Please send super chat. We will do whatever you want. We will not give spoilers if you send super chats. Otherwise, we'll just keep spoiling every show.
Yes, you can Google me also. I'll give you my number.
Now I'm gonna gush over Ozark. Okay, I recently came to start watching Ozark, and I think in 1 week I've finished 4 seasons. It's not Breaking Bad because nothing can be Breaking Bad. Okay, Sankalp, just calm down. It's not Breaking Bad, but
Yeah.
it made me feel something which came very close. It's amazing. It's about money laundering, and you start thinking
Okay.
like, how can money laundering be cool? Oh fuck, it is so cool. Okay,
Okay.
and it's almost over now. They've got the last 7 episodes left, and then the
Yeah,
series
yeah.
ends. I came to watch Ozark because I saw Inventing Anna. Okay, and I saw Julia Garner in it. Inventing Anna is a series on Netflix. It's a real story apparently about this woman called Anna Delvey who managed to scam all of New York. Anyway, so Julia Garner was so good as Anna Delvey that people told me you must watch Ozark. And I have never seen an actress that good. Like she is amazing, but there's so many people who are amazing in that series. So Ozark is a must watch. No one here has watched it.
No.
I have watched 2
I'll tell
seasons.
you,
You watched 2 episodes, and then what? Ashutosh got
2
repetitive.
seasons he's watched.
Oh, 2
फिर भी
seasons.
आशुतोष ठंडा है उसके ऊपर. हाँ, देखे मतलब 2 सीजन ऐसे ही बैठे बैठे. कुछ इतना खास नहीं है.
No, I like that, but like I did not get time to start with season 3, and I think there is 4th now.
Yeah, there's half of 4 has come. Half of 4 has come. Okay, so Ozark is amazing.
I'll tell you my problem with Ozark. I just can't buy Jason Bateman in a serious role. For me,
But he
I
is so
always
good.
think him as a
Yeah.
I always think him as a comic actor.
Horrible
I don't know
person.
why.
Have you
Arrested
seen Ozark?
Development.
You've not seen
No, I
Ozark.
have not. I can't see him do serious shit with a straight face. I just
I
feel
was
like now he's about to break. He's about to crack a joke now. I
That's
don't
the
know.
thing. That's the thing. A woman on Twitter mentioned that he's so weirdly hot because he's in a serious role. He's so
I
hot.
think he's written and directed it as well, if I'm not wrong.
I think he
Yeah,
has.
yeah,
I think
yeah.
he has.
I don't know. I'll give it a shot, but yeah, it's gonna be. It's like I don't know, watching Seinfeld do something really gritty. I'm like, no, you're supposed to make me laugh.
Okay.
But I find a lot the problem with a lot of web series or majorly any web series is too many seasons. Now, when you come to know that it has 6 seasons already, this is a tiring information. Yes,
Excuse me,
Actually,
Sankar. Excuse me.
no,
Breaking Bad has 6 seasons. Don't
yeah, I
start
actually
acting smart.
disagree.
Breaking Bad
जब
has
मैं
5.
कोई जब मैं कोई शो
Yes.
देखता हूँ ना and I know
I
it already has 7 seasons, I'm like, oh nice, then I can like properly get into like
Okay,
I have a lot of stuff to
for me.
get into.
That's tiring for me. When I get to know it's 7 seasons and 1 hour episodes, you know, that is like a discourager.
You saw Breaking Bad. You loved it. Okay.
Breaking Bad
Just
though was
because
cocaine for me. I couldn't leave it.
Sankar was just possessive. Okay. The second series I saw was Bridgerton. Okay. I have watched Bridgerton Part 1 and Bridgerton Part 2. I am a whore for all this gowns and all that British Raj culture. Okay, I just love
Okay.
it. Has anyone watched Bridgerton?
I have seen a few,
Uh,
just a few
Half
episodes.
of first season.
Pooja, what is wrong with you? You gave it up after that? You gave it up?
मेरे को मजा नहीं आया. मैंने कहा
Bridgerton is one of those
it's
shows
just
I know everything about it from all the parodies that have been done about it.
I mean, I understand if guys didn't like it. Ashutosh, have you tried watching it?
no, I got recommended to see it, but I haven't started yet. So I think in June, July, or August I will take it.
Recommendation की बात नहीं
Kajol, I'll tell you why I didn't
Schedule
like
बना लिया.
Bridgerton.
Yes.
I'll tell you why I didn't like Bridgerton, because Bridgerton is like Gossip Girl but set in 1800s, which is why I couldn't sit through it.
It is
I was like, I
exactly
would rather
that.
watch
Okay,
Gossip Girl.
She's kind of right.
It's all those
So
gowns.
I'm like, मेरे पत्ते खा हुआ है.
Okay,
It's
I'm
it's
more New
Gossip
York,
Girl with a Netflix
I guess.
budget.
but I just want to address one thing about Bridgerton. Okay, since none of you all
Yeah.
have seen it, but okay, you all know that the heroine is an Indian actress.
Yeah.
Okay, now the whole
Sex
world went
Education.
gaga. Yes, she is in Sex Education. The whole world went gaga over Simone Ashley. Like she is Kate Sharma, and it is amazing and diversity and all of
She's
that.
what? Cake Sharma.
Sharma.
Sharma,
Her
Sharma.
first name is Cake.
Kate,
Kate.
Okay,
Kate. Oh, okay.
like she's called Kate, but her name is Kathani. I
Aye,
don't
aye,
know
aye.
from where they
Okay.
got Kathani.
Because
Because
as we
I've
all
never-
know, in
India में किसी का नाम नहीं रखते
Regency era
कथानी.
British, in Regency era Britain, they couldn't pronounce those names.
But Kathani, okay.
Yeah.
But okay, I did not find her working in the role. Okay, I just felt like no, she didn't work at all because she didn't
Why?
look.
Why?
She didn't act well, yeah. Like everyone else was acting their heart out. Tarun Kaushik, I'm gonna kill you. Okay, just because Abbas says something, you don't have to say echo it.
No, but don't they all have to just speak in a very posh British accent and do the bows and courtesies, and that's about it?
Okay, I'm obviously talking to the wrong audience about Bridgerton.
I don't know.
You're just like a sparky bunch of people, and no one in the comments has seen Bridgerton either. So fuck Bridgerton right
No,
now.
but I think right now that's Netflix's most. I think Stranger Things and Bridgerton are the two major shows that they have.
Breaking
Stranger
Bad
Things
has
is
other
awesome.
branches as well. Did you watch Better Call
Other
Saul?
branches.
Yes, Tarun. I've seen El Camino as well and Better Call Saul. I've just seen the first episode of season 6.
So Better Call Saul, I saw the first 9 episodes. Again, it's a very heavy show like Breaking Bad.
Slow
So
burn.
I'm gonna wait. It's a slow, but I'm gonna wait for the show to wrap up, which is I think it's going to in the next few months, and then I'll watch the whole thing at once.
But yes, even even Better Call Saul is written very well. Like it's a
Very
very,
well, huh?
very well written show with a lot of
Yeah,
layers to every
yeah,
character, and each character adding on to it, not just for the heck of it,
yeah, yeah,
just because they want to be
yeah.
inclusive. They don't bring
That's
a
like Bridgerton for guys. Better Call.
yeah. I am a
Okay,
more
now.
I
spicy
don't know.
cheese.
I don't think I would ever be able to watch Better Call Saul because why
Okay,
watch any
there
sort
there
of
is a
legal
barrage.
drama when I can live it?
That is also true.
There
इसने
is a
सब
barrage
कुछ डाल दिया है.
yeah, without a comma or an apostrophe. So let's
Yeah, we can't make out.
Netflix paid
Okay.
No,
Dracula.
he's mashed up all the popular genre shows of Netflix into
So
one
Dracula, all of
comment.
us are dead are separate, I guess. Dracula
Uh,
is
All of us
Adam
that is
Project is a movie. Cowboy Bebop is a
Oh, we cannot
animated show,
address
and
all of these.
Escape
Yeah.
Room,
yeah.
Army of the Dead, Marco Polo, Hellbound.
No. We're not addressing this. We are addressing. Ruben is asking about Anatomy of a Scandal. I've heard
Yeah,
a lot about it.
Netflix पे recommendations में आ रहा है आजकल देखना पड़ेगा.
So a friend saw it and she said it was like very not up to the mark. So I did not even go near it.
That's very
You know what I will recommend Amazon Prime पे ना a very British scandal है. वो देखो. It stars Hugh
What's
Grant and it's about this British politician who is gay. And I haven't seen it, but it's been recommended to me a lot, and it has some 8.1 on IMDb. So watch it.
Okay. Let me ask you something which I think all of you have seen. The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel on Amazon Prime.
again
I've
just
seen
the
a few episodes.
5 episodes. Yeah,
Yep.
What? What?
Not
You're
all
not
of
seen
it.
five.
not the full season.
It's not bad, but I just didn't feel like continuing. I don't know why.
Because it had a woman as a central
Yeah,
character.
woman
I
being
know.
funny. I'm like, oh please keep this woke agenda to yourself.
Ashu, have you seen it?
I have seen the first season full, second season half.
And then you gave up. As
Why
you
did
do
you
in
give up,
everything.
Ashutosh?
I don't remember. Like,
Second
I-
season.
Oh man, this is
Yes,
so polarizing.
Mrs. Maisel, Sunita
Yeah,
Mans.
again, I didn't leave it because it was bad. It's hard to keep up with so many shows. So that's why I prefer watching movies. कि एक बार में खत्म हो जाता है.
Exactly, वो problem है. एक बारी में खत्म हो जाता है. Like even Peaky Blinders, I was loving Peaky Blinders, but for some reason I couldn't continue because when I get to know that 1 घंटे के मुझे अभी बहुत सारे episodes देखने हैं ना, that is taxing for me. Oh, that information.
Yeah.
Even Peaky Blinders is a fantastic show, and I've seen the
And
first
the
3 episodes.
production quality is so high. Mrs. Maisel is like the sets are so pretty, the costumes. So like, I have to constantly watch the screen. I can watch Seinfeld with my phone in my hand,
That's
and when
the
I look up,
shittiest
it's just
reason
four
that
four
is
guys in
the-
an apartment.
Oh,
I'm like,
God.
yeah, cool. I know this setting.
I'm not missing any
It's
info.
not
Even-
that, I guess. There's other reasons, but it's okay.
There are other reasons. I mean, I'm not a
But-
fan of Mrs. Maisel. I find it too.
anyone
frivolous.
watches Disenchantment or Paradise PD?
Paradise.
Disenchantment is an animated show, right?
Yeah, both are animated.
Okay.
अच्छा,
And you
Disenchantment मैंने थोड़ा देखा है because it's by the same guy who made The Simpsons. It's funny, but again, I just lost track of it at some point.
There is a show animation recommendation which I'd like to make. One Punch Man. One Punch Man. Have
Oh
anyone
yes. I've
I've
seen it. It's
seen
pretty
episode?
cool.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's a very different concept. It's about the superhero who knows he can solve any problem. He has a lot of powers, and just because he can solve it, he has this sort of crisis going on in his mind that what am I living for?
So it's a
You know,
superhero parody.
It's sort of a superhero.
मतलब
parody.
अगर आपके पास इतनी पावर होती कि आपको बस एक पंच मारना है तो सब चीज खत्म हो जाएगी ना जल्दी, तो वो सोचता है यार मैं अभी क्या ही करूं, बस एक पंच ही तो
असल में
मारना
क्या
है मुझे.
करूं? Like, ये
तो
मैं
वो
solve करूं. It's
too
very
much
cool.
power.
My all-time favorite, that 70s show. Yes, totally. Yes, for me as well.
Too
You
good.
guys are not impressed.
Does anybody love the
I
Big
mean, it's
Bang
okay.
Theory?
I've
I-
seen
I-
like five seasons. Then I got
Yeah.
fed up.
Five-
Big Bang
five-
Theory, I used to like it when it was on, but in hindsight, I just realized it's just not funny at all. मतलब उसमें ना हम लोग, मैं बस उस पे हंस रहा था कि अरे उसने सुपरमैन का नाम बोला, अरे उसने बैटमैन का नाम बोला. Like there's no joke there. So I'm just like, oh, he spoke about the thing I know about.
Okay.
Where's the joke?
But I feel even though you're right, you're partly right that there is no joke. It's just a series of comebacks, like
And references.
comeback and references. Every show is
Yeah,
about a
yeah.
comeback or some information you're not aware about, scientific information. and a
Okay.
joke
Yeah,
on that,
yeah.
basically. But even though, I mean, it's full of comebacks, I love the comebacks, and I've seen it twice.
Did you watch all 11, 12 seasons? How
Yeah.
many
I've
ever
seen
there
all of
were?
them.
Really? Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's like a Control C, Control V. Just like seriously. I
So,
mean, there is
so
nothing.
when Sankalp hears that another series has like 6 seasons, he's like, no. But then when he's like,
But
something he
Big
likes
Bang
as 11
Theory,
seasons, he's
200
like,
episodes.
wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Let me explain. Okay, so it's a 20 minute episode. Like it's not really taxing, and you can just watch it, and I mean, it's full of laughs. Brooklyn 99 is way better than Big Bang Theory. No, I disagree, Ruben.
99 नहीं यार 99.
99, sorry.
उसके फैंस कैंसिल कर देंगे तेरे को तूने 99 बोला तो.
अच्छा नहीं मेरे को Brooklyn
I'm
99.
kind of impressed nobody's brought up The Office till now. We are like 40 minutes in.
I have an unpopular opinion. I did
I
not
just said
like
rewatch value में सबसे पहले बोल दिया था Office. Best
saw
show in
some
the
3
world.
episodes and was
Tarun did not like Stranger Things. Tarun, get off this podcast right
Yeah,
now.
Tarun's not cool at all, Tarun.
He's
I know you are our fan and everything, but sorry.
I'm
just
sorry
enjoy
then
the
I
process.
should probably leave because
But
I
you
could never get into Stranger Things.
What?
Pooja, please
नहीं,
please exit
please
this
watch
thing.
season 1.
That's my time. Thank you.
Ashu,
Watch
have
the
you
I'll
watched
tell you
Stranger
what
Things?
though.
Sorry.
Have you watched Stranger Things?
Yeah. I am up to date on it. Like,
आशुतोष का वही क्राइटेरिया मतलब पूरा देखा तो अच्छा है नहीं तो he
एक तो
just left
season देखा है,
sometime.
up to date.
yeah.
I'll tell you what though. So the boss at my previous job grew up in the 80s, okay? And he said when I watch Stranger Things, it is so clearly aimed at today's people who thought what the 80s were like. Like
Right.
in the 80s, it wasn't like this. We weren't, watch posters of Spielberg and all were not on our walls. So it's this idea. That's why today's generation finds it more exciting because they think that's what the 80s were like. So I think that was a little interesting.
That's a nice take. But I still, I was blown away by the level of acting in that serial. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yes,
really,
no doubt.
really fun.
Stranger Things season 1 goes like a rocket. आप छोड़ ही नहीं सकते.
Huh.
I'm
Yeah, I
just
agree.
waiting for
Season
that
1
one.
and 3 are really good. Season 2 is a little bit of a dip, but still fun.
Okay, I haven't seen 2 or 3.
I think
I've seen
she's
the
coming
first.
back, Kali.
I
Kali was in
rewatched
season 2 or 3.
Sherlock. Yes, Sherlock is brilliant.
Yeah.
The Benedict Cumberbatch show. It's brilliant. I've seen a few episodes. It's mind blowing.
But each episode is like an hour and a half here.
It's a movie.
Yeah, it's a movie.
Short movies.
Yeah.
हाँ तो ठीक है मैंने 1-2 एपिसोड ही देखे हैं. I watch an
Ruben is like,
episode
I
of
watch an daily for the last 4
Same.
years. Is there other? Okay, now I have an unpopular opinion here. I couldn't
Oh,
get through
Kajol hates
episode
The
1 of
Office.
Office. I couldn't get through episode 1.
Ruben has stirred up things.
So start with season 2, Kajol.
Really?
Yeah. Season 1, they
No,
pretty
wait,
much
wait.
remade all
Sit
the
through
episodes
season
of the
1.
British Office.
Sit through.
I could
Huh,
not.
but sit through
I
it.
was like,
Browse your phone while it goes.
Sorry,
But just
missing
get
which show?
through it.
Office.
Office.
Uh,
Acha, The
Office.
Office.
Kajol, watch the Hotstar India version with Mukul Chadda. I think.
No, I'm not going to watch Shut up. I'm not going to watch that. Okay. But how is it such a popular serial? I didn't understand because I could not get through
Season 1 is the weakest. I'll say that. It's a good show. It's
वो
a
तो है,
funny
yeah.
show. I've seen the whole thing, yes, and I find it funny also. But I've never really felt like rewatching it. I don't know why it's such a obsessive rewatched show. I don't know, but it's funny. It's good.
Oh my god, okay. What about The Witcher? I think The Witcher is
Kajal's
fabulous.
favorite. Kajal's favorite. Yes.
Has anyone watched The Witcher?
No.
I've read the books. I haven't seen the show yet.
I have watched.
You've not enjoyed Henry Cavill?
No, I haven't.
Henry Cavill.
Has no one
He was so
enjoyed-
offended. You have not enjoyed Henry Cavill.
Henry Cavill can't act for shit. But
That doesn't need to act for that.
he doesn't need to act. He does not need to act. But no one has watched The Witcher?
I have watched both of
Sorry.
them.
You are okay. What do you think, Ashutosh?
Abbas is like, yeah, okay.
No, Ashutosh like, no, excuse me. I'm up to date.
Yeah. So I loved the first season, like when the all the three stories merged. So that was a revelation. Okay, what is going on?
Yeah, the
But
timelines. That was very
Spoiler
well done.
alert, guys. Spoiler alert.
No, no,
no,
no,
no.
no, no, no.
Yeah,
Okay,
you can
not
say
spoiler alert.
small spoiler. Second season, I think they did not build up the Siri character more. Like it was just
That's
okay.
true.
She has some
That's
powers, and what are those powers we do not know. So like, do not happy with the second season.
I don't know. I was damn happy. I saw both twice. Okay.
Guys, can I ask a broader question?
Yes.
So Netflix's stock is tanking, right? So they've said they're gonna start a tire advertising tire, which means you'll have to pay more if you have to watch Netflix without ads. So would you pay more? And how if yes, how much more?
There
Or
are
would you
ads in
unsubscribe?
We
Netflix.
can park that
They're
question for
gonna come in a few years time.
we can park that question for a second, if you may.
Okay,
Abbas,
okay, okay.
we have this very interesting comment. Any recommendations from Alt Balaji? Ekta got Padma Shri recently.
Okay. Who's watching all Balaji except for Lockup?
Can you
Mm,
name some
Alt
shows?
Balaji
Not
मैंने
me.
Nothing?
Balaji
Ashu?
को मैंने
Our
देखा
friend
है.
Trupti Khamkar has a show on it, though I haven't seen it.
Yes,
But
I think Alt Balaji had a good show. अपहरण जो था, अपहरण का season
Aparan
1
I have watched. Yeah, Aparan I
अभी
have
एक तो
watched.
कुछ अपहरण 2 या 3 भी आ रहा है ना?
2 आ गया,
Yeah,
लेकिन
One
वो
भी
yeah.
नहीं देखा.
सोनी पे आया. 2 Alt को नहीं मिला.
होर्डिंग देखा था मैंने 2 का.
Oh, that means it must really be good if another streaming site brought it off
Yes,
Balaji.
Apharan 1 broke. Apharan 1 actually got Alt Balaji in the scene.
Oh damn.
Yeah. Apharan 1 was it's proper filmy entertainment, hardcore
Is it
entertainment.
still the same sleazy programming that it was known for a couple of years ago? Or have they changed their identity?
Yeah, Alt Balaji is sort of sleazy, I guess. I mean, वही
Okay.
है. No one will admit watching Alt. No, यार हमने discuss किया उस पे. We admit watching Lockup.
And if
मैंने
you
I
thought that that watching Lockup stopped for that after that stream, you are heavily mistaken.
नहीं और
Because
ऐसी बात
Kajol
नहीं
and Sankalp keep us up to date with every single thing that
है.
happens in that house.
He thinks Lockup के अलावा कोई admit नहीं करते Alt Balaji देखने वाले. I'll admit मैंने Alt Balaji में Triple X देखा है यार season 1.
Arre, Sankalp.
Yes, things are getting
What
hotter.
was Triple X about, if you mind me asking?
Okay, yeah. So so Triple X was about this guy who's on this night ride and suddenly bumps into this
What?
hot girl. Of
Ah.
course,
Bumps.
it's a hot girl because Alt Balaji.
No, so far it
Like
sounds
they always
exactly
do.
like a porn film. But go ahead.
And they're sort of telling stories like erotic stories to each other, and in the end, nahi,
Just generally, like,
I'm forgetting the whole plot line.
Right. Yes, uncle. Yeah. Because
Okay,
there was a plot.
Was there a plot line?
no, there was no plot line. It's long time back मैंने देखा था यार. Now I don't
Okay.
remember.
so this
So
is
you guys
this is
know, like,
I'm
Gandhi
googling
Baat
this.
is on season 6.
what
And you've binged all of 5 seasons,
Abbas
haven't you?
use
Ashutosh?
incognito because पता नहीं क्या
Yeah,
आएगा
I'm on
X6 करोगे तो.
incognito
So.
तो हाँ तो ट्रिपल एक्स में क्या होता है ऋत्विक धनजानी है उसमें ऋत्विक धनजानी इज द प्रोटैगनिस्ट एंड कायरा दत्त इज द कायरा दत्त की वजह से मैंने शो देखा था बिकॉज आई फाइंड कायरा दत्त वेरी हॉट सो
I like how Sankalp the references the actors to show that he was not in it for porn. Okay.
yeah
Yeah.
it was not made for porn. So
How sleazy.
they are telling each other some stories, some horror stories, and horror के साथ porn का mix होता है, something like that. And
Guys, I'm quoting this. Sorry, Sankalp, to cut you off, but I'm quoting this
help me out
from the
here.
Wikipedia page of Triple X, the web series. This show also streamed on Z5, but later, as nudity was seen in Sampurn Rishta and many
Oh.
other episodes, they had deleted the series from their own OTT platform. Was there nudity on the show?
नहीं, not much.
Oh,
I
not
don't-
much.
Yeah.
Not up to your standards.
No,
Okay.
no. I've
I
seen
like
that.
the way Sankalp is trying to pretend like he just barely remembers that he saw 2 episodes.
Trust me, I don't remember because मैंने नहीं देखा वो इतना ध्यान से ऐसा बस इन पासिंग चलते चलते देख रहा था
Okay,
But
and let me
yeah,
tell you,
just
let me tell the viewers something.
it's not
Okay?
Dark Desires for
No, no,
sure.
no. Okay, so there's a series called Dark Desire on Netflix. Okay, it's just porn. Okay, it was very well made porn. But
Season one,
Sankalp,
season one.
just shut up. Sankalp actually got recommendations, like private messages from Netflix when season 2 came out. Okay, no one else got it ever, but Sankalp got it. So this is a kind of mailing list that he's on.
Okay. In my defense,
guys,
no
I want
private messages.
uh,
Just that Netflix gave me an update that season 2 का trailer आ गया है, देख ले. So I was like, okay, fine. Because season 1 का loyal customer I think मैं ही था उनका. मैंने ही Dark Desires लोगों को दिखाया है. Like I told her काजल कि मैंने बोला यार ये एक शो है. I started it because I thought there'll be some hot scenes, but it's fantastic. So you should watch it. And I think then Kajal also sort of started watching. And season 1 was terrific. Trust me, season 1 actually
Season
was
one
अच्छा.
was good. Season one was good.
If you are
Season
talking
two,
about the
where? Now, what you saying, Ashu?
Yeah, if you're talking
Ah.
about the plot, like okay, we started the show because like it will have some scenes, but the show was very good. So Californication
yeah.
comes to mind if you have watched
No,
Californication. So
I'm
Ashutosh
not
is
watching.
saying that you watch it for sex, but then it turns out to be actually good.
Yes.
That's like a pleasant surprise. So he's saying Californication is that kind of show, which he
I've
started
not seen
watching
that.
for the sex scenes. But then he was like, "अरे ये तो actually अच्छा show है." अब
very
मुझे और
good.
देखने पड़ेंगे.
Coming back to the flavor of the season currently, who all are watching Euphoria?
I've
I
heard a lot
saw
about it.
3-4
I
episodes. I
tried.
have to tell you, yeah, it's very dark. It's very heavy. It takes a toll on you. So
Very,
I couldn't
very.
binge it. It's like these 16, 17-year-old kids doing some really nasty shit, and it's a very dark show. So I took a break in between, but I'll go back to it at some point.
He's right.
And I will
You
just have
can't
an
just
What do you say,
anecdote.
Pooja?
Yeah. I've
But
been
the
watching one episode in 1 month, and I started 2 months ago. उससे ज़्यादा
one?
नहीं देख पा रही हूँ मैं.
Like,
It's Euphoria. Like
Okay.
Abbas said, it's really dark, and there are so many things happening. So many things happening. Drugs भी हो रहा है, sex भी हो रहा है, adultery भी हो रही है,
But that's every
catfishing भी
OTT
हो रहा
show.
है. I don't know. It's just
that's what I'm saying. The best thing about Euphoria
Fair.
is that there is no one central character. The show is not about Zendaya. The show is about a group of teenagers or the group of youngsters, and it shows you a very dark world. But once you get accustomed to it, it sucks you in. Like now you are a part of the dark world. Now whatever you're watching is normal to you after a point. So that's
But
the
isn't
specialty
that, I mean, isn't that desensitization?
you can say so. You can say so.
Hmm.
Because after a point you become a part of that world and nothing seems very big or nothing really sort of puts
Shocks
you
you
off
anymore.
or shocks you. You are like you are a part of that world now. So that
Ashu,
is
do you have
something
an opinion
really
on this?
great about that show.
talking about
Like for
feeling
Euphoria,
like
Ashu lives in UP. Nothing is too dark for him.
yeah, like for Euphoria, I started watching with whiskey, but like after 3 episodes,
For light watching. like, ये तो fake encounter तो बाजू में हो रहा है यार.
Euphoria.
थोड़ा whiskey के साथ यूफोरिया देखते हैं.
then my drink got over. I stopped watching it. So like, I need
Best.
Kawan
Okay,
come back
Tarun
for that.
Kaushik is now opening up. Another show I started.
for the next season, but
I like how
another show I
Tarun
started
now
watching
is now admitting another show has to watch for the sex scenes.
was Spartacus. I like the way all these period dramas. Okay, I don't think the first episode finishes without somebody opening their clothes up.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
just having sex and.
Because it's literally that. No, HBO has a chart at what point the attention span starts dropping, so that they put in a nude scene in there.
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
They had for
Anyone
Game of
here
Thrones.
has
I don't
been
know for
watching-
other shows. I'm sure there's. Yeah. Go ahead. Pooja.
What do you say, Pooja?
Anyone here who's been watching the recent Marvel TV shows? Anyone?
Moon Knight. No, I watched.
Moon Knight,
I watched
WandaVision, Loki.
मैंने लोकी तक देखा. मैंने हॉकाई और मून नाइट नहीं देखा है अभी तक.
नहीं आई थिंक वो एवेंजर्स की फिल्मों ने बहुत ओवरडोज दे दिया. नाउ आई कांट स्टैंड मार्वल और उनके सुपर हीरो. लाइक हर मंथ उनका कोई ऐसा लगता है सुपर हीरो दुनिया को नहीं बचा रहा, वो हॉलीवुड को बचा रहा है. बिकॉज दे जस्ट
Okay.
So I've been
And it's
watching
almost
Moon
seeming
Knight
like a
and
syllabus now. Like before Doctor Strange, now I have to complete the other two shows like syllabus. So I'm like, नहीं यार, मेरे को exam नहीं देना है.
WandaVision, yes. Okay.
Okay, now
Sorry,
coming to
Pooja,
yeah,
you were
our
saying?
WandaVision was actually great.
Yeah.
okay.
It's okay, हो
Okay,
गया
now
topic
coming
छोड़ो.
now coming to our discussion on sacred games. Okay, now Divya had pulled up this topic many weeks ago, and people who've seen sacred games. This is a minor spoiler, but it's a really old series, so you'll have to live with it.
Are you accepting
Uh,
defeat?
Season 1 देखा है.
It's in season 1 only. Okay.
So
Now,
Kajal
Cuckoo,
is
just shut
basically
up,
accepting
shut up,
defeat.
shut up, Sanka. Okay, shut up. Now I'm going to explain what the issue is. The character Cuckoo, who's being played by
Kubra
Kubra
said.
said,
Kubra Seth,
Kubra
is a
said.
transgender woman. Transgender woman. All right.
Mm.
Now, Sankalp and Abbas, I think, were of the opinion that Gaitonde doesn't know that she has a penis.
At the beginning, he doesn't.
No. In the beginning, but once he has sex with her, he knows, is what my
Yeah.
contention was. And Sankalp is still like, no. Okay.
No, there is a scene where
I'm with Sankalp.
Cuckoo opens her wardrobe and shows it to him what she is.
exactly.
Yeah.
Just 1 second, Sankalp. 1 second. Okay. Now see, I have Tarun Kaushik on my side. Okay. Tarun Kaushik is like, of course, from the first time he has sex with her, he knows that she has a penis. I do not see how it could be any other way. Sankalp, yes, go ahead.
Okay. So that's precisely why whenever they have sex, she always they have penetrative sex is from the behind. Okay.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
always offers her behind, not the front. Okay, and
But
that's what bothers Ganesh Gaitonde over the next few episodes. That what is exactly the problem? And when she comes out to him, that's the time he actually gets to know that okay, she has a penis and she is a transgender. That's the time this
I
this
think
is revealed.
that
Abbas,
scene was in the bathroom.
you are free to second me, Abbas.
Abbas,
No, I agree
please.
with Sankalp. Yeah, I mean they always the implication is that they've always done anal, and then he's
Yes.
like, then why isn't she showing me her entire her body in its full glory? And then Cuckoo shows it to him, and Cuckoo thinks that he will hate her for being a transgender. But then Ganesh Gatonde is like, no, I accept you for whatever you are.
How
That was
can
what.
it be like that?
He
How
was-
can
he
it
was
be
in
like
that
that? Wait,
scene.
Tarun Kaushik
But
has something
I-
to say. Abbas, do you think that Gaitonde didn't know that Cuckoo was a transgender before she showed it to him?
Yes,
That's what I thought. I mean, that's the
That's
implication I
what-
got, that he does
That's
not
the
know.
point
Maybe
of
he
the
doubt.
scene.
He
Otherwise,
doubt.
why would it be?
Yeah. Maybe he doubted
Ashutosh,
it, but he wasn't
Ashutosh,
sure of
let's
it.
hear from you.
Yeah, I think the mirror scene comes like when Gaitonde gets to like पूछने जाते like जब उसके जो खाली पीली साइड वाले लोग होते हैं उसके बारे में बात करते हैं तब वो जाता है उससे पूछने तो कहती है हाँ ये देखो है so
You're
mirror scene-
outnumbered 4-1, Kajol.
No, 1 second, no.
Yeah, and the reason I remember this very well, the
Okay, I'll
reason
give you
I
a
remember
dialogue.
this very well is because.
Okay, I'll give you a dialogue reference. So sorry, Pooja. So sorry, but a touchy topic. Okay, so I'll give you a dialogue reference because
I'm on your side, but okay.
when Cuckoo actually has a breakdown and she is standing in front of Ganesh Gaitonde comes up to her and says, "Dikha mujhe dekhna hai." Okay, hata mujhe dekhna hai. And she reveals herself and says that kya dekhega tu, kya dekhega. Okay, and the shock and horror on Ganesh Gaitonde's face is pretty evident, and that's the time he gets to know that okay,
no.
Okay, can I put a theory forward?
Yeah.
Forget Ganesh Gaitonde at this moment. As an audience, that's the first time we also realize that it's a
Yes.
transgender, right?
It's a relative. It's a revelation for us, not for Ganesh Gaitonde.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Us and Ganesh Gaitonde, the character finding together is intentional.
Yes.
He's making out
Okay,
this
but what?
content.
Okay, so we gave you multiple examples to put our case forward, Kajol. You put something forward to put your case.
Tarun Kaushik, please back me up.
Tarun
on this.
Kaushik is not a proof. I'm sorry.
It was a shock for us. Probably as an audience you would have guessed, but not Ganesh Gaitonde. Ganesh Gaitonde के लिए बहुत बड़ी बात थी कि the one with whom he is in love is a transgender, and still he chooses to love her because he loves Cuckoo.
There is no
Yeah.
resolution.
And from what I remember,
बोलो.
Go on, Kar.
No, बोलो.
मेरा थोड़ा ऑडियो लेट आ रहा है. अरे तो मैं
नहीं आ रहा
ये
है,
कह
हाँ,
रही थी,
खेलना.
from what I remember is that the is Ganesh Gaitonde's minions are kind of like हमेशा पीछे से लेती आगे से नहीं लेती क्या, something like that. Like उसको वो agitate भी
They were
करता है
just
and then he goes and
taunting.
says why do
Ruben is like, haven't we all been there? No.
No, no, but I'm doing नहीं है भाई. And also even during the sex scenes, Ganesh Gaitonde in one of the sex scenes asks Coco कि हम कभी आगे से क्यों नहीं करते, but वो
Because
हमेशा
he
मना
just
करती
wants her to be comfortable with it. It's not that he doesn't know.
है.
There
Yeah,
is
but
no
वो बोलती
way
है,
that
but
you
वो
cannot
बोलती है
do it.
कहती नहीं आगे से नहीं करेंगे. There was a Reddit
It's not
post.
Yeah.
graphic, Radhe. It's not graphic.
Yes,
It's
trigger
just
warning.
a trigger warning, yes. But this is an important issue because it is very important to Sankal because he actually drafted a message for Kubra Seth and he sent it to me one night. He was drunk and he said, "You send it to her and tell her to come on the stream and clarify." And I was like, "How is this going to sound?" Okay, hi
Kubra
Kubra,
answers, see,
you don't know
Kubra,
me. I have a stream with 15 people. Okay, would you like to come and clarify whether Ganesh Gaitonde
I can also message, but see, you got a following. I don't have a following. She'd say, "Who is this random cheap creep?" So, वो नहीं करती. But if you send a message, definitely.
No, I.
or we could
So
just
I.
simply
What is
rewatch
the.
the scene. I mean, it's right there.
No,
No,
It's
but
very easy.
Kajol, if you're
Sorry.
saying he was Ganesh Gaitonde was aware of the identity of Cuckoo, so then, but how does that make any difference to the actual plot or the actual relationship?
It's not like that. We just
Huh.
having this discussion which came from Chandigarh Kare Ashiki. We were having a discussion which came from
Huh.
there.
Huh.
But
Huh.
anyway, now that I see that Sankalp is not ready to back down and listen to reason, I'm going to talk to Varun Grover
What
himself.
is the reason? I'm not. I'm not. That's what I'm saying. What's the reason? What's
I do not
the?
believe it was a secret from Guide only. But anyway,
Okay.
ओके.
okay.
अच्छा, सीक्रेट गेम को लेकर मेरी एक थ्योरी और है
हाँ बोल.
हाँ.
कि सीक्रेट गेम्स अनुराग कश्यप ने बॉम्बे वेलवेट बनाई और वो चल नहीं पाई, तो उसने सीक्रेट गेम्स बनाई सेम स्टोरी लाइन लेकर. मैं प्रूफ देता हूँ. मैं प्रूफ देता हूँ. सीक्रेट गेम्स में क्या होता है,
नहीं.
एक बंदा गांव में रहता है, ठीक है, वो मुंबई आता है, तो उसकी माँ प्रोस्टिट्यूट होती है, दोनों में सेम कहानी चलती है, वो उसको मार देता है, सीक्रेट गेम्स में मारता है, बॉम्बे वेलवेट में भी मारता है, ठीक है. उसको देखता है कि वो अंडरवर्ल्ड का चल रहा है, वहां पर एक ईसा भाई आते हैं, उसमें अपना वो आता है, करण जौहर आता है, और वहां पर एक गाने वाली रहती है, इसमें एक डांस वाली रहती है, कुक्कू, और उसमें अनुष्का शर्मा, ठीक है, और
यार,
आखिरी में वो
कोई बड़ी बात
पूरा
नहीं.
कब्जा.
You're
But
right.
that
In
is
a way,
the
you're
Secret
right.
Games, the
plotline.
novel came before. Actually, both the things are based on
हाँ,
books.
based on novel.
Secret Games is
Yeah.
based on Secret Games, and Bombay Velvet is based on
And
Mumbai Fables.
देखा जाए तो क्राइम जॉनरा ज्यादातर ऐसा ही होता है. It's about this underdog who rises and becomes the big thing.
नहीं, अंडरडॉग तो ठीक था, लेकिन मतलब वो कि मदर उधर से, फिर
यार,
सामने गाने
Let me
वाली
set,
है.
let
Can
me
I
set my
address the
he
comment?
guy was having sex with Cuckoo for months or maybe years. How could he not know?
Yeah, how could he not know? Because people don't reveal everything just because you're sleeping with them.
अभी उसको आगे का access नहीं मिलता.
Yeah.
Wow, I am surprised. Ashutosh watched Bombay Velvet.
लोग सालों तक शादीशुदा रहते हैं, उनको एक दूसरे के बारे में नहीं पता होता.
Exactly. Exactly. Women
sex
don't
की
know
बात
that
कर
they
रहे हो.
haven't had an
करो.
orgasm
And
yet.
actually,
So.
okay, this
पूजा
is
इस बारे में हम बात नहीं करेंगे. मैरिज का ये सब ऐसे बात topic
Sorry.
निकाला.
Sorry.
okay.
Thanks.
We've
What I
come
mean
down
is
to
time is not of essence here.
This is
Doesn't
Thirst
matter.
Trap now. Those who are missing Thirst Trap. This is a sequel.
we will readdress this issue once I speak to Varun Grover. We will take Varun
Please do,
Grover's word
please
on
do.
this. Okay, we'll take Varun Grover's word.
No, where are you? Will you? Is this your exclusive reason to meet Varun Grover?
No, I just message him on Twitter or
Oh, okay,
WhatsApp.
okay.
If you
All
can
right.
ask him to join us, that will be great.
I'll ask him, but that might not be weird. I mean, that might be a little weird. Let's see. I wonder how to phrase it. Varun, would you like to come on to my podcast and discuss if Cuckoo her anatomy was known to guide only. And like,
या जो मैंने मैसेज भेजा उसमें कुबरा हटा के वरुण डाल दो बस और भेज दो.
Okay. Okay, guys, we're wrapping up. I'm going to come to each of you and ask you what you totally recommend people should watch and what you totally recommend people should avoid. Sankar, go for it.
Totally recommend in terms of entertainment. Again, Breaking Bad, Mad Men. But recently, what I've seen, Better Call Saul. I think Better Call Saul with the season 6, and it continues to be equally entertaining as the previous 5 seasons. So I'd say yes. If you haven't seen Better Call Saul, then please do watch Breaking Bad and continue with Better Call Saul.
Like, Sankalp is a big fan of the Breaking Bad universe. Okay, so
Yeah.
anything related to that. All right. Abbas.
Definitely must watch. I think 2 things. There's a English film on Netflix called Apollo 10.5. It's an animated film, but it's done with motion capture. You'll figure out when you see the visuals. It's one of the best films about childhood. I think it's made by Richard Linklater, who made the Before Sunrise, Before Sunset movies, and I think the film Jhund is about to come on Z5, which is done by Nagraj Manjule, who made Sairat. That's also a film I think that you should definitely watch. So those 2, and one film you should definitely avoid is the film called Dasvi starring Abhishek Bachchan. Do not watch it. It is a waste of time. So yeah, that will be my two recommendations and one avoidable movie.
Okay. Before I come to the other 2, guys, in the comments, please list anything that you want us to review next. We might review Gangubai, we might review Mine, we might review Dasvi. I don't know. Okay, Pooja.
And genitals also. In our off time, we review genitals.
Yes. Pooja, your recommend and
Okay.
your not.
So upfront, I don't have anything to say that don't watch this because सबको सफर करना चाहिए एक बार तो. Why
Hi,
not?
hi.
Okay, and and in terms of must watch, I know a lot of people, myself, even I love The Office, but what is slightly better in terms of story and character development is a very similar show, but it is overshadowed by The Office, Parks and Recreation. So if you really like that kind of, office
Actually,
workplace
can
humor,
bouncing off of that, can I make one bonus recommendation? If you like Parks and Recreation, please watch this show on Hotstar called Abbott Elementary. It's really good.
Okay.
Pooja, please carry on.
so Parks and Recreation, that's for me, it's a better show in terms of story and character development. And another show that I would recommend watching is on Apple TV called Mythic Quest, which is another workplace workplace comedy show. It's about a group of people who are working in a video game development company. And it's underrated, but it is hilarious. It is hilarious and it is worth a watch. So,
Okay,
that.
just one
Yes.
more thing.
Yes.
Please watch Mukesh Jasoos also on Disney Hotstar. I am in the 6th episode in the first season.
Oh,
Yes, everyone must watch. Okay, Ashu, your
Okay, I have a lot, but like I do not remember much. Okay, for like see, if you want like some Sherlock type long drama, you can watch House MD. I think it's on Amazon. Then what new? And then for fun comedy, there is IT Crowd.
I
On
think
Netflix,
I saw
yes.
a bit. It was actually very funny.
Yeah, it's very funny. Like so, IT Crowd and Silicon Valley are on 2 different levels. So I think
Okay.
they are good.
Yeah.
Then what? Okay, give me some genre like
Mystery, thriller.
thriller. For thriller, there is like so for thriller. So we love Drishyam like generally.
Yeah.
Okay. There is a old Devanand movie called Jewel Thief. If you have not seen it,
Oh, I've
Yeah,
loved you.
definitely
loved
see
it.
it. Then so I think that this Jewel Thief and Drishyam, and then the new movie that is coming, the Devotion of Suspect X. So
X,
they travel the genre of how done it, not who done it.
yeah.
And
Okay.
Nice.
Which
and
OTT is this on?
no, this movie is in production. I think Kareena
Oh.
Kapoor is in the Devotion.
Jewel
of
Thief, I think, is on Amazon, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
Or you will
So
just
that
find it on YouTube. Old Hindi
has-
films you will find on YouTube.
Oh, it has to be on Amazon because Netflix अच्छा content नहीं लेता अब. Netflix.
Kajol, what about you? What are your recommendations?
Thank you, Pooja. Thank you. My recommendations are The Haunting of Hill House and The Haunting of Bly Manor. The two of the most beautiful series. They are touted as horror movies, as horror series. They're not. It's not about ghosts at all. It's just very, very beautiful.
Yeah.
But it does put you in a certain mind space. Okay. I got into a very dark zone. It's like poetry. It's beautiful and it's dark. And I know it's sounding shit the way I'm saying it, but it's really worth a watch. Okay. It's
So
just,
I read the book Haunting of Hill House just last year. It was written in the 40s by this female author. I forgot her name. I think Susan Hill. I'm not sure. I might be wrong. And I was blown away by the book. So I'm
Yeah?
really looking forward to looking for the
oh, you've
for
not
the
seen
show.
the series yet?
No, not yet.
You know what the beautiful part is? In both Haunting of Hill House and Haunting of Bly Manor, the cast is the same. Okay. So
Okay.
they're playing different roles. Very good cast. Very unusual faces. And I don't know. Watch Haunting of Hill House first and then Bly Manor the second.
So Haunting of Hill House was Stephen King's inspiration to write The Shining, the book.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's
I
analyze.
have one more for romantic, like if
Oh,
someone
Ashutosh still with the genres. Romantic pe ho jaye ab
Oh,
like there is like the My Sassy Girl. So not the English one, not the Hindi one, not the Tamil one, not anyone, only the Korean one. It's a 2000 movie. From
Yeah, are you
2000.
saying there are multiple versions of this?
There are
same,
multiple versions of the same movie, but
Oh,
watch on
okay.
call, watch it. The Korean
You
one.
could have just said the Korean one, but you were like, not the Hindi one, not the
Yeah.
English one, not the Tamil one, but the Korean one.
So Hindi one is with Ranveer Shori and Malika Sherawat.
Ugly,
Yeah,
वो ugly
Yeah, Ugly.
जो एक movie थी.
Ugly.
हाँ,
Ugly was based on that.
Ugly or
Ugly
Pugly.
or Pugly.
Ugly
हाँ.
or Pugly, not the ugly. Ugly or
So
Pugly.
that is a remake.
You guys want to know a fun fact about Ugly or Pugly? So
Yes.
it came somewhere in the early 2000s, and in the Times of India review, they gave it 2 stars. And the first line was, "This could have been a laugh riot." And the marketing team put the thing on the poster saying, "quote unquote, a laugh riot."
Yeah, that's not the first time they done. Okay, so Abbas and I went for the Edinburgh Fringe online last year. Okay, it was an interesting experience. But during that, I came to know how. Okay, can I hear this? Okay, I came to know how people manipulate their comedy reviews. Okay, so someone had given a review to another show called "There is no comedic gold in this," and they put up comedic gold.
Comedic gold.
This is a nice one. Call my agent. The French one is good as well. Hello.
No.
The Hindi one.
Only the French.
Hindi one.
Yeah, not the Hindi one, not the Tamil one, but the French one.
Not the French one. Yes, the French
Guys,
one is good.
we're wrapping it. In fact,
Yeah.
has anyone seen Call My Agent, the Hindi version?
No. I
No,
couldn't
didn't
hear.
have the
I'm
courage
very
to.
ready. I'm very ready to bitch about it. So, in case,
I can watch it to bitch about it. Yes, it's not very long.
Pooja, you were saying?
I have a small legal perspective on the topic where we were discussing why some shows have like really long drawn episodes when they could be
Yeah.
much shorter. So I was working on agreements for development of a new show, which was all about green lighting and the show Bible and all of that. And when I saw the show Bible, it was already prepared by a group of writers. Unfortunately, I can't take names, but I saw that and I was like, "Tum log likhe ho." But anyway, and yeah. So when I saw all of that, when I saw the Bible, and it was set like, there'll be so many number of episodes. Each episode will have this kind of a storyline. This is what it will follow. and then the agreements that follow after that have an entire flow of how the budget will be set for each episode and what will be the duration of the
Right.
episode. So because all of this is already set, I think the length of the episodes will ultimately depend on how the writers write it and how they pitched it originally. And I don't know, that's just my theory. The show has not gone into production yet, so the agreements don't matter anymore.
I'll tell you some
But
real funny stories about shows, of how shows are created. So my friend had pitched a show, no channel, no वो कुछ नहीं बताऊंगा. But she was supposed to write a suspense tragedy type of a thing. And now when they received it, they read it. They were like, "हाँ, good है, बहुत बढ़िया है." And they got back to her after a month, and they are like, "No, now just turn this into a comedy." So this is how shows are made in India. इसको कॉमेडी कर दो बिकॉज हम अब सोच रहे हैं कि ना हम वो डार्क कॉमेडी वाले स्पेस में जाएं, तो अब इसको आप पूरा कॉमेडी कर दो. So she's like, wow.
Sankal?
Shovik
Love
Bakshi,
this.
Sankalp,
ये
miss
improv
FFA.
game हो गया.
Thank you so much, Shovik. I missed that too, but unfortunately the channel is not functioning anymore.
Okay,
Just
guys,
shits and
are wrapping.
giggles. Oh, okay.
Yeah, there
That's a
was
story for
massive-
another day.
That's a story for
Yes,
another
yes.
day. Okay, guys, we're wrapping. We will be doing this once every week. I will try to drag these guys in no matter where they are. And so we'll see you next week. Let's decide what
Yes.
we're going to do on the fly. So, yes, we're going to say bye to everyone now. Bye, everyone.
Bye bye.
Bye. Thank you,
Thank you
Kajal.
so
Thank you for
Thank
having
Yeah.
us.
you. Thanks, Kajol. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks.
Bye.